How's it going, everybody? My name is Salty and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at my top 5 weapons here in Black Ops Cold War. Now, I wanted to make an updated list of this because I feel like my previous top 5 best weapons was portrayed off of what I remember them being good as. At the time, I really hadn't played Cold War all too much. I was pretty wrapped up in Vanguard and Season 1 of Vanguard, but since coming back, I've been using a lot of weapons and found a different groove to my game with these new weapons. Just keep in mind this list is going to be subjective, which means my list could be completely different than yours, but I'm going to supply you with my top 5 best class setups here. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you'd like to find more videos just like this one. Make sure to also turn on those notifications. Make sure you also smash the like button if you learn anything, found this video a little interesting, anything of the sorts. Let's jump right into it. So starting here at number 5, I have the XM4. So the XM4 is basically all reliable here. Never been touched, never been nerfed, never been buffed, but is always a good option in game. Little to no recoil with the right attachments, does a great deal of damage, great effective damage range stock, and what's even better is the overall bullet velocity as well. So like I said, this weapon is just kind of like all reliable. It's great at close, medium, and long distance. So let's start here. I have the Microflex LED. I'm an aggressive player, so a reflex sight is going to be necessary for this particular build. You guys can really run whatever you're comfortable with, but if you are an aggressive player, just like me, I highly recommend that Microflex LED. For the muzzle, the infantry compensator 15% vertical recoil control. Now, this is a necessary attachment if you're going for 0 recoil. So as you can see, like I said, 15% vertical. We are losing some horizontal recoil control, but it's not all too noticeable when we slide down to the underbarrel. So for the barrel, you're going to need this 13.7-inch Ranger for the 100% bullet velocity. So like I said, I like to use the XM4 as an aggressive AR, meaning close and medium range gunfights. It does have the potential to still take long range gunfights though. As you can see, we have a very good effective damage range at 45.72, and that's a long shot, so keep that in mind. We don't really need to raise any of that. We have our bullet velocity all the way up to 1,114, basically making the weapon hit scan. Makes our bullets connect almost immediately after firing our weapon at almost all ranges. So that's extremely good there. Highly recommend you go with that attachment when using the XM4. For the body, the SOF target designator, you guys can really use whatever you want here. Steady aim laser, mounted flashlight, SOF target designator. This one's my preference because it makes it easier to find my targets while aiming down the sights. For the underbarrel, we have the field agent grip. This is going to take care of that horizontal recoil control that was lost and even give us some more. 17% added to our horizontal and 3% to our vertical. Like I said, this class setup has very little to no recoil, very easy to control. For the magazine, the Salvo 45 round fast mag. Now, this was an attachment that was changed back in Season 6. It used to be the 55 round fast mag, I believe, and it sacrificed 25% of your aim down sight speed. But since the change, we have the 45 round fast mag here, and only -12 to our aim down sight speed. That's even better than this normal 50 round mag. So there's no reason to not go with this. Our aim is still extremely snappy here. For the handle, the airborne elastic wrap, we get the flinch resistance, ability to drop shot, and then the most amount of aim down sight speed. You're going to need this if you're going to be playing aggressive like my play style is. For the stock, I'm going with the Raider pad, most amount of sprint to fire speed, and then we also get the aim walking movement speed. I don't have much else to say about the XM4. I think I covered it pretty well, but I'd love to hear your opinion of the weapon. I'd love to hear your opinion of the class setup. Highly recommend you give this one a go. Let's jump over to number 4. At number 4, I have the Tech9. It kind of pains me to put it on the list because it's still good. This particular class setup is really the overpowered one, in my opinion. The full auto repeater isn't all that viable. It's a 4-shot kill, 3-shot kill if you hit a headshot, and I just don't think the full auto repeater is going to be a vibe really anymore. But like I said, it pains me a little bit to put this on there because this weapon has been used and beaten to the ground by every sweat on the planet. But with that being said, I do need to share it with you guys so you guys know what to be running if you run into someone using it. The burst fire repeaters, where we're starting off here, 17% fire rate. You lose some effective damage range here. But what puts this over that full auto repeater is the damage. We're not sacrificing any here. And you'll see when we combine it with the barrel, it gives it even more damage. But it's 50 damage per shot, meaning if you hit every single shot up to a certain distance, it will be a 1 burst kill. So, like I said, this full auto repeater, it did receive a nerf. It does become fully automatic, so it's a little easier to use, but you are sacrificing 18% damage there, and it brings our damage down quite significantly. Now, down to the barrel, I have the 8.1-inch task force. It's not necessarily for the damage here, but you gain both effective damage range and bullet velocity on top of that damage. So, brings our statistics here up to 23.77 meters in that effective damage range, and then 451.6 in that bullet velocity. Very good numbers there, especially if you're going for a 1 burst kill. This weapon is best used by accurate players, not necessarily a weapon you want to play extremely aggressive with, but a slower paced SMG. So sliding down here, we have the underbarrel field agent grip. Because we're going with the task force barrel, we need the vertical and horizontal recoil control there. This will definitely help your cause. Down to the magazine, we're going with the 39 round mag. We're sacrificing some aim down sight speed, but not too much there, but gaining the most bullets into our magazine as possible. Down to the handle, airborne elastic wrap, most amount of aim down sight speed, the flinch resistance, and ability to drop shot. Like I said, I hate featuring the weapon. It's been beaten to the ground. Everybody hates playing against it, but you guys, I'm sure, including myself, run into Tech9 sweats all the time, so you're going to need a good class that will compete against them. Let's jump over to number 3. Now, the previous number 1 weapon on my list has jumped down to number 3. Still not all that big of a deal. It competes in different situations than the other weapons on this list. So the AK74U, another old reliable type of situation. The weapon's really never been touched other than the task force barrel back in like season 1, but I never really used it anyway, so it really didn't affect me all too much. I like to use the pro class setup here, and like I said, it's all reliable. This is a weapon that's good at close and medium range, has crazy damage for an SMG. So for the muzzle, I have the Spetsnaz compensator, vertical recoil control. Just like basically every other weapon, I like to have my weapons with low recoil, so the Spetsnaz compensator is going to be the best fit here. For the barrel, went with the 10.3-inch Liberator for the most amount of bullet velocity at 766 meters per second. This is on par with other ARs in particular. This thing will compete against ARs at medium range due to that bullet velocity, and then overall damage of the weapon. That's one thing I didn't cover. 38 damage for an SMG is extremely high, with the exception of the Tech9, but this fires much, much faster. So down to the underbarrel, we took care of that vertical recoil control. So now we need to cover the horizontal with the Spetsnaz speed grip, 18% there. And we also get some sprint moving speed bonus there as well to get across the map a little quicker. I'm not going with the magazine on this particular build, but you guys can, I'm sure, go with a gunfighter build if you want to add some stuff. Sliding down, we have the Grew elastic wrap, most amount of aim down sight speed, pretty simple. SMGs, movement speeds, snappy aim, all important while running SMGs. And we also get flinch resistance and the ability drop shot. And then we have the KGB skeletal stock, most amount of sprint to fire speed, another thing that's extremely important while using fast moving, fast firing, just overall aggressive SMGs in the game. We also get some more movement speeds there, 10% added to our aim walking movement speed. So let's jump over to number 2. Now at number 2, I have the LC10. The LC10 has slowly grown to be one of my favorite weapons in the game once again. I didn't think it was very viable after all the nerfs, but once using it over and over again, going for gameplays, using it on stream for you guys, I realized the thing is still very viable. Few changes to my class setup, of course, to get it back to where I felt it was definitely a meta weapon here. But let's start. We have the muzzle agency suppressor. This didn't change. We get some vertical recoil control, but most importantly, the ability to just stay off the map hidden from enemies. This is an aggressive SMG, so being able to stay off the map is important while going for streaks. Now for the barrel, I'm going with the 12.5-inch extended. We're not sacrificing anything in return here. There's 0 cons. We gain 40% bullet velocity, bringing it up to 574 meters per second. Like I said, this weapon is best used at close range, so you don't really need anything more than this. But the big deal there is 0 cons. We're not sacrificing recoil control, movement speeds, anything of that nature. So sliding all the way down here to the magazine, 52 round fast mag, most amount of bullets into our magazine, and the ability to reload quickly. Aggressive SMGs really do need that fast mag feature if you're going to be up close and personal in their spawns, having them keep chasing you down. So it's definitely necessary here. For the handle, the airborne elastic wrap, most amount of aim down sight speed, the flinch resistance, ability to drop shot. As you can see, pretty common theme here in this video. And then for the stock, the Raider, just like the 74U, we need the most amount of sprint to fire speed. Then we also get the aim walking movement speed on top of that. I've heard nothing but good things about this class setup. This is the one that I had recently posted here on the channel, and everybody seems to be having a good time with it. So I figured it's definitely worth the number 2 spot. Nothing but good things, like I said. Let's jump over to number 1, a little different here. Now, at number 1, I have the AK47, but it's not really the AK47. It's like the AK74U's bigger brother in a way. It is the exact AK47 class setup that I just recently posted on the channel. It is an SMG AR hybrid build. It's very good at medium range and very good at close range. Movement speeds are comparable with SMGs, but I'm surprised it was never talked about. I'm surprised nobody really built a class setup like this because it just competes. It competes with the SMGs. It competes with the ARs. And it's just that overall damage, just base statistics of the AK-47 that really puts this thing at number 1 in my opinion. So starting here, Grew suppressor, just like the LC10. If I'm going to be playing aggressively, using it like an SMG, I need to stay off the map. It makes it so much easier to streak up. We also get that vertical recoil control as well. For the barrel, 15.5-inch ultralight, if you're going to be building it out like an SMG, you need the barrel with the most movement speeds added to the weapon. We get 10% added to our aim walking movement speeds and 5% to the stray speeds, which is more or less just shooting, just added movement speeds all together. So down to the magazine, we're not going with underbarrel. I know that seems a little weird here, but I found nothing but success while not running it. So I'm telling you, just got to give this one a try. It's a little weird. For the underbarrel, or I'm sorry, for the magazine, 50 round mag, we get the most amount of bullets, but we're not sacrificing too much aim down sight speed here. You can really go with whatever you want, though. I'm going to be honest. You can choose anything in this category. If you're playing Nuketown, you can definitely switch over to like the 40 round speed mag, normal tape mags here, 40 round mag. You can go with whatever you're comfortable with. For the handle, we have the crew elastic wrap. Most amount of aim down sight speed, ability to drop shot, flinch resistance. That sounds like a broken record, but that's one of the best attachments in the game as a whole. And finishing off the build here, we have the KGB skeletal stock. You need that sprint to fire speed if you're going to be playing aggressive, and we also get even more aim walking movement speeds between the barrel and then this stock. This thing is what really makes it compete with SMGs. It just strafes extremely fast. But I would love to hear your opinion of this class setup. I'd love to hear your opinion of all the class setups. I want you guys to put your top 5 weapons down in the comment section for me. I was also thinking doing another top 5 video in a way that's a little different, off metas, to maybe a top 10 off meta class setups. So if you guys have some opinions on some off meta class setups, make sure you guys also throw those down in the comment section. We're about to jump over into a gameplay where I use this AK47. I think it features it extremely well, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys smash the like button, hit the sub button, all that good stuff. Let's jump into it. Okay, we have this AK47. Oh, my game is lagging. We're gonna give that a second. Whenever I see through the buses, I know for a fact that they're going to pop up without heads on me. This is going to be for my #1 slot in my top 5 setups. I'm a big advocate of this setup. The problem is my team's not moving. So with them not moving, I can't move. Yeah, with them not moving, I can't move. This is going to be a tough game if my team's not going to want to move up the map. It's going to be a tough game. I think this kid's in a corner over there. At least they're up the map now. We should be able to establish some control. Nuketown is all about middle map control. Homie's got like 3 grenades. Next problem is they're spawning on like all sides. Oh, controller just bugged out a bit there. Oh, teammate was sitting right next to him. This guy might come here. Oh, wait, was that him? Yeah, it was. He's there, but there's smoke, so I can't hit him. Nice job. Oh. I'm gonna be honest, my energy levels are extremely low. I'm not used to recording, you know, a bunch of videos in a day. But, here I am. Why was he not on the mini-map? Wow, I don't think I lose that gunfight, I'm gonna be honest. I think my connection might be having a little bit of an argument with me here. I don't think my connection likes this. This lobby. I feel like I die most of the time from situations like what just happened to me. Just, grenades. Like, grenades and Molotovs, I feel like are my biggest killers. Wait, oh, it's a decoy. I feel like every time I try to take a gunfight, I'm just weak. I feel like they're spawning on me. They are. Okay, we're starting to pick up some pick up some momentum here. Now I'm feeling myself. Kid loves laying down.
They are dead.
Nice job, teammate. Alright, team's really coming through now. From the rocky start we had, definitely some better progress here, like for sure.
Enemy spy plane eliminated.
Spawning behind me.
Enemy up there's KIA.
Kid going there. I'm gonna leave him. Oh, that's all of them.
Tango down. War machine.
That's 4 hit markers on that kid. There we go. Oh my gosh. There it is. My teammate's got a VTOL. I don't understand why people run that streak, to be honest. I don't think the VTOL's that worth it.
Confirming kill.
Oh, I didn't even get a chance to call my nuke, but we got it, so GG's.
If you guys enjoyed the video, if you could make sure you hit that like button for me, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to the channel, make sure you also smash that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.